And we're back on 87.9 FM Double V with the E radio show. I'm here with Vincent and Eric, and we're here talking about the NFL predictions for the 2023 season. Vincent, what do you think about the AFC?
I think the Chiefs are going to run through the AFC once again. Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in football and the best I think we've ever seen. Travis Kelsey, that duo is way too good. And then the Bengals, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, that stacked defense, they're going to win that division. Then go to the AFC East, you have the Bills, the Patriots, the Jets, and the Dolphins. I think the Jets come out on top. I think the Bills already peaked, and they're only going to go down from here with Josh Allen having one of the worst, one of the worst seasons of his career. And then you have the other division, the AFC South, with the Titans, the Jaguars, the Colts, and the Texans. I believe the Jaguars will come out on top. Trevor Lawrence having the best season of his career with a great postseason, that comeback win against the Chargers, and those are my AFC predictions.
I do agree with that Jaguars take, but I don't know if I agree with Allen. Allen, the Bills are still a great team. And, Eric, what do you think about this season?
Switching the standpoint maybe over to the NFC, starting with the NFC East, I really think that the Eagles once again are going to get it done this year, run through the NFC just like they did last season, being that they're going to take this division probably with ease. The only other threat I see being maybe the Cowboys, but I don't think that will be a problem. Switching it up to the NFC West, I think once again the Niners, just like last season, they're a strong team, they're strong defense, that strong offense. Their receiving core with Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey in the backfield, just such a versatile player. They may have a bit of quarterback trouble, but I don't think that's going to be a lot. Switching up to the NFC North now, even though the Vikings won last season, I really think with their new offense and their Dan Campbell being such a great coach, I think the Lions are actually going to take it this year.
I agree.
The Lions, at the end of last season, finished with a winning record and just barely missed the playoffs, but we're still able to keep the Packers out. I think, and the Lions have gotten a bit better over this offseason. So being able to pick up Jahmyr Gibbs in that draft class. So I really think that the Lions are actually going to take this division and be able to make it to the playoffs for the first time in a few years. And the last division, being the NFC South, it's between basically I feel like the Falcons and the Panthers for me. The Panthers having that young, talented Bryce Young in the backfield. He may be a bit short, but I know that he's very talented. He's able to really get the ball downfield. But then you have the Falcons here with the high expectation Bijan Robinson. Everyone's hyping him up, thinking he's going to be Offensive Player of the Year. I really think that he's actually going to be able to boost this Falcons team up a lot.
So I do agree that the Lions are going to win, but losing Jamal Williams is a big thing. And remember to call in 87.9 FM 631-260-6796. And I think we got a caller right now. Liam, let's hear it.
Yeah, hey guys, big fan. Love listening to the show. I'm from New Orleans, and you forgot to mention my Saints. The addition of Derek Carr to the Saints offense, a 1,000-yard receiver in Chris Olave, and plenty of all-pros on the defensive side of the ball. Cameron Jordan, Demario Davis, Marshawn Lattimore, Tyrann Mathieu. Why are the Saints not going to win the NFC South this season?
Liam, I think the Saints are a good football team, but I just think there are other teams in that division. I think the Panthers are better. They're younger. They have Bryce Young. They got other players. And also, just the Saints are old. Just Chris Olave is good, but Chris Olave can't lead an offense. And the Panthers and the other teams in that division are a lot better than them. Eric?
I definitely agree with you, Vincent. I feel like the Saints, although they do have a bit of talent, I feel like they're getting a bit old. Tyrann Mathieu wasn't that productive last season when he was traded to the Saints, and he's getting older. Marshawn Lattimore still a productive and very talented cornerback, but again is also getting very old and might not be able to compete with some of the younger talent in the league that has just entered, such as Garrett Wilson from the Jets. He was able to torch all these cornerbacks with his young and amazing speed. But I also think that Derek Carr behind center. I mean, he is an okay quarterback. He's not the worst. He's not the worst option to have, but I feel like he is a bit washed and now getting a bit old. You saw he was benched last season for Jarrett Stidham, who we know also isn't that great of a quarterback. So when a team doesn't show that much confidence and they're starting QB to bench him for someone that isn't much he isn't much better than. Is he actually a lot worse than him? when a team shows that, it just shows the team doesn't have a lot of confidence in him. So
So, Eric, I agree. The Aints aren't doing nothing this year. And Vincent, with the AFC, I agree a lot with it. And you hear those raindrops outside. It's raining like cats and dogs. Just like our sponsor, Petco. Get your favorite pet supplies and more furry creatures from your favorite pet store, Petco. Search www.petco.com for more info. And we'll come back right after this on 87.9 FM Double V with the E radio.